MicroStrategy may go up another 10x from this level. And here is how. The market cap is about $80 billion. And as you've seen, in just 1 year, the stock price went up more than 500%, up close to 600%. What's important is to understand how this company operates. You probably know that MicroStrategy here owns over 400,000 Bitcoins, close to 500,000. So the biggest value of this company is in Bitcoin. The average price they paid was about 64,000 per Bitcoin. And now the price, as you can see, is over 97,000. Now, pay close attention. The market cap of Bitcoin is about $1.9 trillion. And Bitcoin is expected to become the new gold. And if you look at the gold, market cap of gold, you can see that it's close to $20 trillion, $19.8 trillion. And you see the difference. Bitcoin, 1.9 trillion or 2 trillion, close to 2 trillion, and gold, 20 trillion. So you have 10x market opportunity for Bitcoin. And as MicroStrategy owns a lot of Bitcoins, all their value is in Bitcoin, if you have an increase of 10% in the price of Bitcoin, then also MicroStrategy will go up 10x. But here is the important thing. MicroStrategy may go up even more than 10x if the price of Bitcoin keeps going up. I mean the market value, the total market value goes to 20 trillion. And here is why. MicroStrategy keeps buying more Bitcoins. As you can see here, their history. But they are buying at those prices, low prices, compared to its potential. If the price of Bitcoin goes back to 47,000, then MicroStrategy will acquire more value, future value of Bitcoin. If they keep buying around this level, 97,000 or less than that, then MicroStrategy may go up more than 10x. Only if the market value of Bitcoin reaches $20 trillion. And you can see that MicroStrategy has had the best performance compared to other assets, Bitcoin, Magnificent 7, S&P 500, gold, real estate, and others. They are in first place, and you can see compared to other companies from S&P, the biggest performance, and you can see the improvement in the stock price. Back in 2020, the stock price was about $14, if you believe that. And now, over $300. An amazing performance. And if the value of Bitcoin keeps going up, and you believe in the future of Bitcoin, then MicroStrategy may go up more than 10x. That's possible, even if the market cap is around $80 billion. Now, you also have to understand the strategy of MicroStrategy, because this is another financial innovation. They are innovators, but in financial services. And let me explain how. You understand that this company, if you read their presentation, is focused only on Bitcoin. They become a Bitcoin treasury company. What does it mean? A Bitcoin treasury company. If you read the notes here, their activities include Bitcoin acquisitions, using proceeds from equity and debt financing. And they also offer some related products to AI, cloud, and Bitcoin. But most of their value comes from Bitcoin. And let me explain what this means. Here you can see they acquired all this Bitcoin by issuing more shares, by raising money from investors. They issue more shares, take the money from proceeds from those shares from investors, and they buy Bitcoin. And you can see that the number of shares has increased from 100 million to over 222 million. Plus, they also issue some debt to buy more Bitcoin. And this is their plan. Equity, issue more shares, and take on more debt to buy Bitcoin. And as you can see, they have left 4.3 billion to raise from public market. They might raise even more than that if they increase the number of shares. And also from that, they are left 17 billion to buy more Bitcoin. Now, what's wrong with this? Think about it. You might say that this is a great strategy, a financial innovation, as I said, if they keep issuing more shares and buy Bitcoin at the current prices. The reward, as I said at the beginning, this company may go more than 10x. If Bitcoin increases 10x in value, the market cap of Bitcoin goes up 10x. But what happens if the price of Bitcoin goes down to $17,000 or $16,000 and stays flat for a longer period, let's say 5 years? What happens? Well, as they own over 471,000 Bitcoins at the average price of around 64,000, then the value of this company will decrease by more than half. You will see a decline in the stock price over 50%. Easily. So this is the biggest risk with this strategy, their financial innovation. It's like, let me explain more simply, in simple terms. You are an investor. You are MicroStrategy. Imagine yourself as a MicroStrategy company. And you take on more debt from your bank, JP Morgan, and keep buying Bitcoin. Year over year, you keep buying Bitcoin. The difference is that you have to pay the interest. MicroStrategy doesn't have to pay any interest when they issue more shares, because this is money from investors. They raise their money. But in your case, if the price of Bitcoin goes down, you are burned. You are burned because you have to pay interest to your bank and also pay that loan back. In case of MicroStrategy, who is burned? Not the company. The company not. They will survive. They will do quite well, very well. But the investors who bought at these high prices, will be burned because they have to pay that interest to the bank. In this case, as this company is raising money from investors, they don't lose anything, but investors lose their money. So this is the biggest risk with this company. But, as I said, they also have their opportunities. If you believe that Bitcoin will reach a market cap of $20 trillion, then go ahead, take a loan, invest in this company, or do whatever you want. Then the reward will be quite high. But every time you invest in a business, you also focus on the risk, downside, what can go wrong. But let me ask you another question. What's the difference of investing in Bitcoin or in MicroStrategy? What's the difference? It's not the same thing. You buy this company takes your money and buys Bitcoin. And if the price of Bitcoin goes up, the price of MicroStrategy goes up, and also your investment. But why not you buy directly Bitcoin? And if the price of Bitcoin goes up, also your investment will go up. Tell me, what's the difference of investing in Bitcoin or in MicroStrategy? What's the difference? They are the middlemen. You might say that they have some products. They offer some services and subscriptions and support. But if you look at their revenue for the last 3 years, how much money they made from their own products and services? Here, in thousands. Close to 500 million. And their revenue has started to decline from 500 million, close to 500 million, to 496, 463. And their losses here, loss from operations, over 1 billion in 2024, over 100 million, over 1 billion. So this is like a big financial innovation. Take money from investors, saying that they are focusing on this Bitcoin treasury company, and they use your money to buy Bitcoin at high prices. But be aware of this company. Be aware of your money. Don't be so easily deceived by their strategy. In my view, it's safer to invest in Bitcoin than in this company, because you also have to pay their expenses here. Loss from operation over 1 billion. And everybody, you also can make a company like this. Go public, you have your own company, invest strategy, raise money from investors, issue more shares, and buy Bitcoin. And you tell them that the value will go up, 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 and this is your strategy. To become a Bitcoin treasury company. Take money from investors, from debt, and buy Bitcoin. But then when the price of Bitcoin goes down, also your company will go down, but you still get your salary, your bonuses. And you have enough money to survive for the next 5 years. And you are not forced to pay back the money you raise from investors. You are not forced. Because this is a public company, you knew the risk of investing in it, and then they decide how to use that money. So you have no risk as a public company. But you, as an investor, you are burned. So it's better to invest in Bitcoin. You don't have to pay the middlemen their wages, their bonuses, because I am sure if you look at their stock-based compensation, they are quite high. Let's check. Here, over 77 million for 2024. 69 million and 63 million. So be very careful. If you do decide, if you do believe that Bitcoin will go up a lot in the future, you might want to invest in this company. If you like it, if you like the management, the strategy, which, as I said, is a financial innovation. But if you want to be more safe, it's better to invest in Bitcoin, directly in Bitcoin. Or if you don't like digital assets, don't invest at all. So that's it for this video. And if you have other questions, please let me know in the comments.